Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and I swear they don't want me to have a good time whilst I'm away on holiday. This morning we got the new air date for the next episode of Miraculous, and now we have something else. This time it is some movie news. So as some of you already know, they are releasing a novel for the movie that's basically just going to be exactly what happens in the movie, just in novel form. And today the listing went up for the French version of the novel, and with that listing they decided to put in the pictures the opening to the novel, which is wonderful. I'll leave it linked down below for you, but of course I'm going to be showing screenshots on the screen, but I'm not going to be reading it out line for line, word for word. Just going to give you a basic gist of what happens in the opening, which I would assume is going to be the exact same as the opening to the movie. Like, I remember I used to have the High School Musical novel, the movie of the novel basically, and they were pretty much similar, word for word, line for line, so I think it's going to be pretty similar. So this is basically the opening to the movie. So it's pretty similar at first to what happens at the start of Origins. Marinette is running late. She quickly hurries to get dressed, comb her hair. She comes down the stairs. Her parents are there, but her breakfast are getting cold, so she's like, I gotta go. And her dad says he's going to pick her up from school and he's got some pastries for her, which again, very similar to what happens in Origin. Right before she leaves though, Sabine tells Marinette that she needs to stop worrying about what other people think, which I think is going to be like a big theme in the film about like finding yourself and who she is. So Marinette arrives at school and she's wondering what's going to happen this year. And Marinette, if it's anything like the year you've just currently had in the show, it's going to be absolutely insane, let me tell you that for one. So she's stood around, she sees Nino, he goes past her on a skateboard, and then she crashes into Chloe, of course, and she gets some of Chloe's drink that she was holding on Chloe. So Chloe is wearing a Gabriel Agreste jumper. She is not happy in the slightest, and she apparently, according to the translation, grabs Marinette by the collar. After derision, I'm not surprised, but also what? They're your children, okay. So I don't have a clue what else going on with there. But then an unknown girl brandishes her phone to film us. And judging by what happens afterwards, I'm assuming this is Alia, which it is. So it seems that Alia was like, if I have video proof, I can get this girl in trouble, which doesn't seem to be happening in the show. So I'm really happy Alia was there. So Marinette is like, oh, you didn't have to do that, but thank you for saving me. Alia's like, that's no problem. My name's Alia. Let's be friends. And she's like, I've heard you're a bit of a disaster magnet. And Marinette's like, well, why on earth do you want to be friends with me then? And Alia's like, well, I like a bit of fun, I like a bit of danger. I can't wait. So Alia, it seems like, is really there for Marinette throughout the rest of the day, even when Marinette makes mistakes, like for example we've seen in the trailers with her badly playing, I think, the recorder, and also in chemistry class with the explosion. Alia is still definitely there for her. So at the end of the afternoon, Alia leaves school, and at this point, Chloe comes up to her, and Chloe says, why don't we do braids after school? And then she says, that way I can strangle you with them. I thought this film was for children. I don't know what's going on. So Chloe manages to run off and she runs into the library, which is very quiet for this time of day. And Marinette is trying very, very hard to hold back tears, but then a student on the other side of the bookcase takes out a book and is able to see her, and he asks if she is okay. And besties, this is so cute. This is the moment that Marinette meets Adrien. He basically wants to check she's alright. Marinette pretends it's just an allergy. She says, there's a lot of pollen in here. Dust. I must have some in my eyes. So he just wants to check she's alright. He goes back to reading, and we've seen this in a trailer a while ago where she leans against a trolley and completely falls over, and Adrian's like, what on earth is going on? So she just makes sure that she is okay. And Marinette is feeling pretty lucky by the end of this scene. Not only has she made a really good friend in Alia, but according to her, she's also just met the cutest boy she's ever seen in her life. However, right before the end of this first chapter of the novel, it talks about a threat hanging over Paris. So at the Louvre Museum, the curator has found a unique jewel, a jewel that he wants to show Gabriel Agreste. So I called you as soon as I saw it, which we've seen in the trailer before. To be honest, I've never seen such a strange antique. It gave me the chills. Is this what you wanted? And Gabriel Babes is like, yes, this is a miraculous, and allows him to transform into Hawk Daddy. And his end goal, as it says in the novel, is to fulfill his dearest wish by bringing his beloved wife, Emily, back to life. So, straight out of the gate, we're not stopping this. We got meeting Alia, meeting Adrien, Gabriel Babes becoming a supervillain. Also, as well, right before the chapter starts, there are also some chapters listed. So there are 7 chapters in total, and they translate to Strokes of Luck, which is, I guess, Marinette meeting Adrien and Alia. Then it's Who Saves a Life, Saves the World. Is that referring to Gabriel? I'm not really sure exactly. The next one is Two Halves, which I feel like is referring to Ladybug and Cat Noir, or maybe Adrien and Marinette just in general. As we know from the trailer, they're kind of like, they don't really work well together at first, so it seems like they're kind of split in half. The next one is A Mission for Marinette. Chapter 5 is Stronger Together, which again I think is referring to Ladybug and Cat Noir as they learn and work out how to fight together. Then it's Open Heart. And then, oh my god, the last chapter is called Down the Masks, Behind the Masks, and I am freaking out. Now, I don't know if this is referring to the masquerade ball they have that seems to be towards the end of the film at the opera house where they're dressing up, and they seem to be wearing masks for that. I don't know if it's referring to that or if it's referring to Ladybug and Cat Noir, or maybe both. I'm very, very excited. I'm not sure what all of it means yet, but I cannot wait to see it. And besties, if you didn't know, I did actually manage to get tickets to go and see the preview, so I am absolutely ecstatic. So all the air dates are on screen. I'd love to know what you all think of this, and I'll see you in the next one.